So to continue on my journey, let's resume where we left off. Monday morning, I called my primary care provider, scheduled an appointment for May 6th. Leading up to that, my symptoms were a lot better after urgent care gave me the medicines that they gave me, but they were definitely nowhere near resolved at all. But I could focus enough to get some work done for a few hours every day. It did definitely exacerbate it, having to be in front of my computer. But I am so fortunate to work from home going through this. So let's fast forward to May 6th. I go in to see my doctor and I get there and he's sick. So that's okay. He has a nurse practitioner who's always on staff, so I go in and see her. Leading up to the appointment, I spoke with members of my family, friends, and they all had the thought that, what if this sounds so crazy. I have never heard of this until now. But basically they had the thought that, what if this is your inner ear crystals dislodged? Did you know we had inner ear crystals? Because I didn't. That's strange. So I did a lot of research on it, and I did the Epley maneuvers, which you have to do them so precisely to get them to work. And I just thought, maybe I'm not doing them right because it's not getting any better. And this is where my head went. I just thought that this is what I had and it was going to get resolved, Eventually, the crystals would go back to where they need to go. So I go to see my nurse practitioner, and she has the same thought that everyone else is having. It's probably an inner ear crystal dislodging, and keep doing the Epley maneuvers. She showed me how to do them, and she told me, make sure you follow up with an ENT, which I already have an appointment for. And then she gave me the dose of steroids, and we were going to follow up in a few weeks. I go on like this for a while. The symptoms never really got better. In fact, I started getting more symptoms as time went on. I had the dizziness. The vertigo went away, thank goodness. The nystagmus went away, so I didn't have those, but I was still having to take meclizine for the dizziness and Dramamine for nausea. So yeah, symptoms keep getting added on. Leading up to the ENT appointment, I'm starting to get like a brain fog. I'm getting migraines. I'm getting more and more lethargic, more weak, more fatigue. I can barely stand to cook dinner at this point. It's getting really bad and I can't find relief. So leading up to the ENT appointment, I schedule a telehealth session with my doctor since I didn't get to see him when I went into the office. And I tell him, the symptoms are not really going away. In fact, I'm getting more symptoms, and it's really frustrating and upsetting and worrisome. So he gets me this medication for inner ear issues. It takes a while for them to kick in, so I knew it would be a while before I felt any relief, but I got on that, and I did find it relieved a little bit of the dizziness, but not enough to be without a cane. At this point, I'm walking with a cane because I'm scared I'm going to fall over. Yeah, I keep going day-to-day life, and I finally get to the ENT appointment. I'm not going to say which ENT this is. This is the backup, not the one that I originally wanted to go with. To say that they had a lack of care for me as a patient is putting it mildly. I told them all my symptoms, and they basically had no idea what it could be. They tested me for the inner ear crystals, and my hearing is perfect. My inner ears look great. And so at the end of the appointment, after I have baffled her apparently, she tells me, we're going to have to refer you to a neurologist because we think that might be where treatment needs to lie. So, I didn't expect to get this upset. So, she refers me to a neurologist. I actually went with one that my mom knows and she loves, and we made the appointment, and that was another month of waiting, not having answers, being in limbo. I will keep you posted what happens leading up to the neurology visit in my next video.